How's it going, everybody? I'm Jason with the Review Suite. In this video, I'm going to show you what I use in my iPad Pro. The iPad Pro is an awesome device. It's probably one of the most sought after devices in 2020 next to the iPhone 12. It's not a complete laptop replacement, but I use it all the time. And I thought it would be cool if I could show you guys what applications I use for work and play. I don't have a lot of accessories for my iPad Pro. I use the Logitech Slim Folio Pro and of course the Apple Pencil. Beyond that, that's pretty much it. For applications, I don't use a lot of because I use a lot of web applications for like email and that sort of thing. So with the accessories out of the way, let's get into the apps. Now I don't have a lot of applications installed on my iPad Pro simply because I use a lot of web applications. That includes Amazon, Gmail, and YouTube. On the left, I have a smart stack for calendar and weather, and below that, I have the battery widget. Now, just like on the iPhone, I like to organize my applications by alphabetical order. So starting from the top, I have the App Store. Of course, you gotta have the App Store installed to download applications to whatever device you're running. From there, I have the camera app. I honestly do not use the camera app at all on my iPad, so I probably could throw this in the folder somewhere, but yeah, I don't ever use the camera app. So next to the camera app, I have Canva. I use Canva every now and then to create YouTube thumbnails. I don't use it often, but it is fun to use when I am in a creative lull and I just want to get some inspiration for thumbnails. Next to Canva, I have the clock app. No need to go into details there. Next to that, I have Discord. I'm not super active on Discord. I am pretty active in the Crucial Discord, but yeah, gotta have some Discord for chat every now and then. FaceTime, bam. Now I don't really game a lot on the iPad Pro, but I do have one game installed, and that of course is GTA San Andreas. San Andreas is arguably one of the most popular Grand Theft Auto games. And I go back and play this game every now and then whenever I feel the urge to play some old school GTA, so gotta have some San Andreas. Next to GTA, HBO Max. Gotta have some HBO Max because Lovecraft Country. Next to HBO, I have iTunes. Now, as I mentioned in the iPhone video, the primary reason why I still use iPhone and iOS devices is because of iTunes. Most of my music I purchase through iTunes. Yeah, it's where my music lives, so iTunes. From there, we got Lightroom. Next to Lightroom, I got Maps, Music. I think I've made that clear why I use iPad and iOS devices, so no need to go there. I got the news app installed. I'm not subscribed to any news outlets. I just like to get the headlines in the morning and keep it moving. Photos, of course, gotta have Photos installed. Next to Photos, I got the podcast app, Photoshop Express. Again, still trying to decide on whether or not if I'm gonna use this as my full-time editing software or what, but it's pretty cool. Reddit, gotta have some Reddit in my life because Reddit, man, where else am I gonna get my memes? The Reminders application, self-explanatory. Google Sheets. I use Google Sheets to help manage my personal budget. It's really helpful. I like having the Sheets application installed locally. Shortcuts. Bam, bam. I have a shortcut to text my wife. Got the Shazam shortcut, of course. Log Water, NPR. This is a nice shortcut if I just want to get the headlines. I also have 2 Wi-Fi shortcuts. Anyway, that's shortcuts. Apple TV, of course, if you buy a new Apple device, you get a free 1-year subscription to Apple TV, and it integrates with all your other services like HBO, Hulu, and everything else. So you can watch everything in one place. This last application right here, before we get to the dock and the folders, this is Upsplash. This is where I get all of my wallpapers for my iPad. All right, first folder I got is utilities. Got contacts, Find My, Measure, Voice Memos, and Grammarly. I have used Measure once on my iPad. I know I said I don't use the camera, but you have to use the camera to use the Measure application. So this last folder, this is my work folder. And by work, I mean my day job. All of these applications I use through my job, and at my job we use Microsoft applications, of course. So there's Outlook, PowerPoint, Teams, Word. We all know what Word is. Yeah, that's my work folder. So for all my applications at the dock, these are the frequently used applications, as you could imagine. Calendar. We all know what a calendar is. GarageBand. Now for content creation, going back and forth between GarageBand and LumaFusion, which I'll talk about here in a minute, I do all of my, well, when I'm working on the iPad, I do my voiceover in GarageBand and then import it into LumaFusion. I got the Files app. Whenever I import stuff from my camera or my phone, I usually store everything in Files and then I make it discoverable in LumaFusion. Gosh, man, LumaFusion is so dope. Like, I like using LumaFusion. Like, being so accustomed to touch controls nowadays, it's like, you know, why would you go and edit a video on a desktop with a mouse and keyboard when you can do it right here from your tablet and you have the option of using the Apple Pencil? I mean, what you heard is true about this software. I'm telling you, it's that good. Next to LumaFusion, I have the Mail app, Messaging app, Notes. Next to Notes, I have Safari installed. And again, I use Safari for all my web applications because the iPad Pro is powerful enough to handle all of that. Finally, I have the Settings app and the YouTube Studio app. As I mentioned in the previous video, whenever I'm responding to you guys in the comment section, I'm usually responding to you via the Studio app. But yeah, that's pretty much what's in my iPad Pro. Short and sweet. Again, I don't have a lot of applications living on this thing because I really don't need it. I don't think I mentioned this in the beginning. This model is the 12.9 inch, 256 gigabyte model. I was leaning towards getting a higher capacity, but in the end, I'm not really gonna store a lot of video footage on this thing because I can go between editing on this on the go when I need to and editing at home. And honestly, I edit most of my things at home anyway. So for this video, I will probably edit it using LumaFusion just to make life a little bit easier. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about the iPad Pro or the applications that I use, let me know in the comments. And if you want to download any of these applications, everything will be linked in the description box. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.